Welcome to the Autogear Deep Dive. This is the core feature of Starborne Planner, an automated optimizer that finds the best gear for your ships automatically. Autogear works in 4 steps. Select your ships, configure stat priorities, run the optimizer, and equip the results. Let's walk through each one. Start by selecting the ships you want to optimize. You can add multiple ships, and the optimizer will allocate gear across all of them, prioritizing the first ship, then working through the rest with whatever's left. Each ship gets a configuration. The fastest way to set one up is to pick a predefined role. This automatically fills in stat priorities and tells the optimizer how to score gear combinations. There are 11 roles in total, grouped into 4 categories. Attacker maximizes damage output. It calculates DPS against a reference enemy, factors in crit rate, crit damage, and defense penetration to find the gear that hits hardest. Defender maximizes effective HP, how long your ship survives under fire. It factors in defense, shields, and healing per round. The security subtype multiplies that survival score by your security stat, so you get a tanky ship that also resists hacking. Debuffer has the most subtypes. The base debuffer role scores hacking times DPS, a ship that can both debuff and deal damage. Defensive debuffer swaps DPS for effective HP, and defensive security adds an equal weight for hacking and security. Bomber multiplies hacking by raw attack for skills that scale off attack directly. And corrosion rewards equipping decimation set pieces alongside high hacking and effective HP. Supporter focuses on healing output. Base healing scales from HP, boosted by crit and heal modifier. Buffer prioritizes speed for turn order and heavily rewards completing a full boost set. Offensive supporter adds attack scaling on top of speed. And shield supporter simply maximizes raw HP. Secondary priorities is used to fine-tune a build. You can set minimum and maximum thresholds for each stat. For example, set a crit minimum of 80 to make sure your build doesn't sacrifice crit rate, or cap it at 100 since anything above is wasted. If you want specific gear set bonuses, add a set priority. Pick the set and how many pieces you want. The optimizer will try to fit those pieces in while still hitting your stat targets. Set to a set priority to 0 to exclude those sets. Stat bonuses let you factor in skill scaling. If your ship's main skill deals damage based on 80% of defense, add defense as an additive bonus at 80%. For stats that are tertiary without limits, like speed on an attacker, use multiplier mode instead. This tells the optimizer to value those stats proportionally. The options section controls what gear the optimizer considers. The recommendation for most players: keep the defaults, but turn off ignore equipped gear on other ships. Use the ship lock on ships you don't want to steal gear from. The rest of the options are for advanced use cases. Use upgraded stats works with simulated upgrades from the gear page. Try to complete gear sets pushes toward full set bonuses over raw stats. And optimize implants will also give you a suggestion for major and minor implant slots. When an arena modifier season is underway, there might also pop up a secret checkbox for optimizing using arena modifiers. Every configuration is saved automatically per ship. Next time you select that ship, your priorities, bonuses, and options are all loaded back. If you want to start over, hit Reset Configuration. When you're ready, close the settings and hit Find Optimal Gear. The progress bar shows which ship is being optimized and how far along it is. With the genetic algorithm and a large inventory, this can take a little while, but the results are worth the wait. The recommendation is to gear one ship at a time until you are more experienced. That way you don't have to wait for 4 additional ships when needing to change settings for one of them. Results appear as a compact gear grid. Expand it to see full details on each suggested piece. If any stat priorities couldn't be met, you'll see a warning explaining why. usually because meeting that target would have hurt the overall score. Adjust limits and set stat priorities to push stats that are outside of the role's standard. The simulation results translate raw stats into real combat performance. Instead of comparing numbers, you see what those stats actually mean. For attackers, it shows average damage, highest hit, and crit rate, simulated against a reference enemy defender. Defenders get effective HP, damage reduction, and how many rounds they'd survive. Debuffers show the security threshold your hacking can guarantee against, plus bomb damage at each level. And supporters show healing output per cast. This makes it much easier to judge whether the suggested gear is actually an upgrade where it matters. Below the gear suggestions, the stat comparison shows your current stats next to what you'd have with the suggested gear. Every increase is highlighted in green, every decrease in red, so you can see exactly what's changing. When you're happy with the results, click Equip All Suggestions. After equipping, lock the equipment to make sure nothing gets moved accidentally or during your next Autogear run. The real power comes from optimizing multiple ships at once. Add your full team, configure each one, and run. The optimizer allocates gear to the first ship, then finds the best remaining gear for the second, and so on. Use the tabs to review results for each ship and reorder your ships to control who gets priority. That's Autogear, the fastest way to gear your entire fleet. Head to starborneplanner.com to try it yourself.